In version 5.3, pulling for Citlali might have been a better choice for F2P players than pulling for Mauvika. In this video, I'll break down everything you need to know about Citlali and Mauvika, their kit details, and why it's beneficial for F2P players to have Citlali on their team rather than Mauvika. With that, we'll also discuss some new features, events, and quality of life changes in version 5.3. This video is definitely going to be interesting, so make sure to stick around. Now, without wasting any more time, let's dive right into the video. But before I dive any further into this topic, I want to make one thing clear at first. This is just my own perspective on this matter. At the end of the day, your opinion is what matters the most, so pull for whoever you like. I'm simply here to provide a general point of view on which character might be the best choice for most players. So don't blame me in the future if you're not satisfied with the character you pull. Now, let's take a look at how powerful Citlali really is. One thing that really stands out about her is her consistent cryo application and her ability to trigger elemental reactions. This allows her to deal off-field cryo damage while buffing your on-field Pyro or Hydro DPS characters. Think of it like Kaya's elemental burst, as it provides consistent cryo application. However, in Citlali's case, it deals significantly more damage while ensuring the reactions keep flowing smoothly. This means Pyro and Hydro characters have a much better chance of triggering melt and freeze reactions consistently, giving them a stronger opportunity to deal continuous high damage numbers. In my opinion, this makes her a fantastic support, especially for melt and freeze teams. Beta testers have also noted that she truly shines when paired with Pyro or Hydro main DPS characters like Hu Tao, or Mauvika. So, if you're running a melt teams and have a Pyro DPS on your roster, Citlali is definitely a must-pull. She not only reduces Pyro and Hydro resistance, but also boosts your team's overall damage significantly, making her the perfect partner for units that thrive on big reaction-based numbers. Now, on the other hand, if we take a look at Mauvika, there's no doubt she's incredibly powerful. Easily one of the best Pyro DPS characters we've seen in the game, almost to the point where she surpasses other current Pyro DPS characters. However, there are some things that need to be considered before pulling for her. Beta testers have pointed out that at C0, Mauvika's team flexibility feels somewhat limited. To fully unlock her potential, you need strong supports who can help her build up fighting spirit quickly, such as Xiangling or Citlali. Without them, her rotations can feel a bit clunky, and she might struggle to hit her peak performance consistently. Another thing to note is that to keep her elemental burst fully charged, you need a character from Natlan in your party to meet her energy requirements. This is because she gains energy through Night Soul points used by the party members, so it's essential to have at least one Natlan character in your team to keep her energy fulfilled. On the other hand, Citlali doesn't have this issue. You can slot her into almost any Hydro Freeze team or Pyro Melt team, and she will perform well. Now, this isn't always the case, but it's something to keep in mind when comparing the two. This isn't a huge deal for players who plan their teams ahead of time, but it does mean that Mauvika requires specific team setups to truly shine, especially at C0. That said, this issue is largely resolved at her C1. With her first constellation, Mauvika regenerates fighting spirit much faster. Her elemental burst recharges more efficiently, and she gains a solid damage boost as well. Unfortunately, at C0, she lacks these abilities, which can make her feel less team versatile compared to other units. Also, I'm pretty sure many of you have already noticed that Hoyoverse is keeping cryo characters behind the bars, and I wouldn't be surprised if they did the same with Citlali as well. So now is the time to grab her, or else mommy Citlali won't be coming anytime soon. Now for sure, you can skip Mauvika here, as Archons usually get their rerun after 2 or 3 patches in the same region. But other characters aren't guaranteed to get their reruns. In this case, it's Citlali, so choose wisely. Anyway, let's talk about the new things in version 5.3. Starting off with the new banners, for those who are still living under the caves, we're getting Mauvika and Citlali as the new characters, followed by Arlecchino and Clorinde as the rerun characters in 5.3. As for in which phase we can see them in, well, 2 possibilities can happen here. Recently, an unknown source posted this on Reddit, claiming that the banners in version 5.3 are going to be extended from 21 days all the way up to 42 days for the new characters, meaning players will have more time to wish for their favorite new characters. The source suggested that this change will not only be implemented in Genshin, but in all Hoyoverse games, including Honkai Impact and Genshin Impact. However, this news hasn't been confirmed by Hoyoverse themselves, so we can't 100% rely on that. Also, due to the fuss in the community about this news, some users directly asked the devs of Honkai about this matter, and even they said there's no such thing coming in the future banners. But in Zenless Zone Zero, this system was already introduced, so I guess that's where all of this is coming from. But anyway, if it does happen, we can expect Mauvika and Citlali in Phase 1, where the first phase banner will be available for 42 days, and the RERUN banners for Arlecchino and Clorinde will start alongside it after 21 days. But if this isn't true, we can expect Mauvika and Clorinde in Phase 1, followed by Arlecchino and Citlali in Phase 2. Plus, we're also getting a new weekly boss in 5.3. Interestingly, there won't be a new map where this boss appears. Instead, it's said to be located near the Flower Feather clan, which is part of the Chaska tribe. As for the boss name, it's called Corroded Lord of the Primal Flame. This new boss is expected to appear during the Archon Quest, meaning to unlock it, players will have to complete the Archon Quest first. Also, this boss is said to provide talent upgrade materials for Mauvika and Langyan, so good luck farming for these if you're planning to pull for them. Now let's take a look at the New World boss that is set to appear in the same patch. This New World boss has unique mechanics and can deal cryo attacks while floating in the air. Right now, the only character that can benefit from this boss is said to be Citlali, as she ascends from the same boss. Since it's pretty obvious that this is a new boss, there aren't many characters that can use it at the moment, but I'm pretty sure we'll see more characters in future updates that will make use of this boss. With that, we're also expected to see the return of Lantern Rite in 5.3, during which we'll see Langyan appear in the main event. The best part about this is that Langyan is from Liyue, meaning if Hoyoverse places her in the Phase 1 banner and players don't get a chance to obtain her, they'll still have an opportunity to select her from the Lantern Rite free 4-star selector. With that, we're also expected to see new skins for 2 characters, one for a 5-star and the other for a 4-star, as Hoyoverse always provides a free skin for a 4-star character during events. This time we're getting skins for Hu Tao and Xiangling. This makes sense, especially since Hu Tao is also expected to get her second story quest in 5.3. Now, let's take a look at the new quality of life updates and some other exciting changes in version 5.3. Starting from 5.3 onwards, players won't need to teleport for the world bosses to respawn. Instead, the bosses will automatically respawn 5 seconds after claiming their rewards. Alongside this, we might also see a slight upgrade to the artifact enhancement screen. The update is expected to show the number of rolls an artifact has received, making it much easier to track and plan your artifact builds. And that's a wrap for today's video. If you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any future updates. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.